Yo, what's up, guys? Teacher Paul here. Konnichiwa. And today we are reacting to the Japanese fans already showing class, respect, and honor. Let's take a look at this news.
For Stephen Dial has been inside the stadium all day. Stephen, we have loved your reporting.
It has been a rush, guys. I mean, for the first match in over 30 years in North Texas, in Arlington, I think it was worth the wait. Fans on both sides. The orange on the Netherlands, the samurai blue. I mean, they got their money's worth. Nice. And I will say, even though this stadium was more heavy Netherlands, the Japan fans were chanting the entire match from start to finish.
Heard that,
and in the end, I started talking to some Netherlands fans who said they started cheering for Japan. I don't know if they'll get in trouble for that, but as you're looking at video of the reaction and then the after, right?
Wow.
Japan has gone viral in the last World Cup for their fans cleaning up in their section after their match. That is something that they have been doing, and they did it today.
That's amazing.
It didn't look like there was a lot of trash to clean up for some of them.
It feels like it's
see a few full
the
bags.
norm, right?
Again, the energy was still going after the match ended. And then I guess you don't see this in other sports, but the fans were friendly to each other, and I guess that's because it ended in a tie.
No, that's because the Orania fans and the Japanese fans are so respectful because we are humans and we love, empathizing and the humanity of understanding it's just a game. Obviously, it's football, it's love, it's passion, it's hate, not hate, it's hurt. That's what I want to say. It hurts, but we still respect each other. And even if our team loses, we're still going to have a good time. And still, in my perspective, whenever a team beats my team, I start supporting them. And there's a good reason for that. If I lose, for example, if Brazil loses to Japan, I want Japan to win the World Cup. If Brazil loses to the Netherlands, I want the Netherlands to win the World Cup. Why? Because I can say, we only lost to the champion. Everybody else lost to them. We lost them too. So you can't make fun of me because they won everyone. So it's inevitable. We only lost to the champion, which makes us second place. That's how I think of things. And also, it's always very nice to party. We can't win all the time. And if we don't win, we have to choose another team because it's the love of the sport. And if they're happy, that's what matters, right? The humanity behind it. I'll be sad for my team. I'll be sad, but I'll look at the other teams and be like, dang, I wish I was you. And that's it. There's no chaos, hate, violence. That is not needed. Passion, yes, but also empathy and humanity. That's the name of the game. That's what I love about it.
I want you to take a listen at the instant reaction from the fans moments ago.
Unbelievable game. Honestly, I've been to 2 games in my life. El Clasico.
Two games.
This game, and this is one of my favorite games I've ever been to.
The energy in here
There's only been
crazy.
2 games.
It was so fun in here. Better than anything ever in AT&T Stadium.
I've only been to 2 games.
Man, so again, the fans, the Japan fans, the Samurai Blue faithful,
they're cleaning
up in their sections after.
Everybody should do this.
And we also saw, Jameis Winston, who's
Japan
working
is
for
a
the
great
Fox
example.
Crew. He also joined in wearing a Samurai Blue jersey and cleaning up with the fans. One moment that's going on right now that we're not going to pan to, but off to our side are the families of some of these players. And it's pretty cool seeing in real time the players now got their warm-ups back on, coming in the stands to see their family members. That's pretty dope. Again, for the first match, I mean, there's pressure. For the second match, guys, it has to be as good or better. That's what I got.
So, Stephen, it didn't seem like they said that the wind was sort of taken out of their sails. Peyton said that it felt like a couple of the fans that she spoke to felt that way with no distinct winner.
Yeah.
Listen. This was Japan versus the Netherlands. It was going to be a tough game. I reacted to the full match. Go watch my reaction. It's on Patreon, the full match. And I predicted some of the goals. I predicted the 50-minute goal. I predicted the Japan goal, which it was crazy of my part. You know, like I was impressed that my predictions were happening in real time. But it was a tough match, and there is no loser here. Both of them got 1 point. Both of them are in the same situation as Brazil and Morocco. Absolute killer of a match. Japan was very strategic when it comes to defense, and then they are very strategic when it comes to counterattacking. It was absolutely a massive match. It was so entertaining. It was so fun and so dangerous. I was on the edge of my seat, and it was absolutely crazy. And 4 goals came out of it. It was insane. Absolutely scary for both sides.
I think for those who are in here and enduring the highs and the lows, I think they understood the moment. You know, they didn't lose. You know, us Americans, what is a tie, right? But the people who were in the building,
a tie is 1 point.
Deflated because they got involved in the moment. So being in the moment and maybe watching it at a watch party or outside, yeah, if you're invested in your team, you're definitely going to be upset that you did not win, especially because Netherlands are expected to go deep in this tournament, or a lot of people think they will. And so, yeah, I didn't see any deflated fans in here for sure.
For Stephen Dial has been inside.
That's the thing. It's not only about the result. It's about the atmosphere. It's about the experience. And it's about seeing your team play. If the Netherlands had lost, the way they played with fast counterattacks, not counterattacks, they were actually dominating. But Japan had fast counterattacks. But let's say if supposedly the Oranje team, the orange team, if they did not win, they still played a very good game. And in these group stages, that's what matters, to see if your team has the potential to go forward. And you might remember that Argentina lost in the last World Cup to Saudi Arabia. They began their first game losing, and they ended up winning the whole World Cup. So in group stages, it's more about knowing if your team is ready. Japan played very well. Netherlands played very well. And it looked like they are ready to go forward. The next few matches, I'm sure Japan's going to win. I'm sure the Netherlands is going to win. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be absolutely insane. And dude, they have such a tough team. It's going to be crazy. It's such a crazy group, man. It's an insane group. It's an insane group. I'll tell you, Sweden. Oh, dude, Sweden versus Japan is going to be crazy. Sweden versus Netherlands is going to be crazy. Tunisia, I don't know. I think Tunisia is the underdog here. I don't think they're going to go too well against Japan and Netherlands. But Sweden, they're in the talks. They're going to do well. Crazy, crazy group. Anybody could be top of the group at this point. With that said, I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.